Hey guys, and welcome to today's video in which I will show you a little bit of the inside of my fragrance collection. I will show you my perfect 10. So these are basically 10 fragrances that I had to pick for eternity, that I would have to live with for the rest of my life. And you can imagine, as a fragrance enthusiast, having only 10 fragrances for the rest of your life is a absolutely scary thought. It was very hard to decide on this list. Some fragrances I had, already in my mind for months and months ahead. It wouldn't really be hard to decide on, but others I really had to, make some hard decisions, and it was difficult to only pick 10 out of my complete collection. But what the hell, here we go, starting off with the fragrance probably the most easiest for me to decide on. This is no surprise if you have followed my channel. It's such a spectacular scent. I love this, and with a big capital L. This is Creed's Aventus. I gave into the hype, guys. In 2014 I bought this bottle. I have used this quite extensively. In 2015 I bought a decanter, an 8.4 ounce, that I split with my brother-in-law. That one's running not low, but it's going through, I'm going through that one also. And then I bought another decanter just in 2016. No, I bought that 2 months ago. So that just shows how much I love this fragrance. Aventus has it all. It's just classic, masculine, elegant, sophisticated, yet it's very versatile, and I wear this to work a lot, and also on occasions where I don't really want something too particular but still want to smell like, best smelling guy in the room. Enough on Aventus. Starting off with my second fragrance in this perfect top 10 list, guys. Another fragrance that I have, so many emotions for, so many feelings with. This is a fragrance that it kind of suits, every romantic occasion, and also, the colder weather months where you want to make a lasting impression. More Than Words by Xerjoff. Xerjoff is a great house that I absolutely adore. They have so many great fragrances, but when I smelled More Than Words, I was completely blown away. Probably also because this is one of the first fragrances I discovered in the niche department back in 2014. So yeah, it's one that is really here to stay. Incense, dried fruits. Wow, it's amazing. I smell also some kind of, jammy, not really jammy, but definitely rose. It's amazing. It's a very romantic and powerhouse of a fragrance. Just wow. Okay, number 3 on my perfect 10, by the house of Andy Tower, and none other, of course, than number 2. Well, I said, of course, some people might have a different opinion, but for me, this is still the best one in his collection. Although I have, another favorite that is not really that common in the fragrance game. Not a lot of people talk about it. Lone Star Rider. I will try to do a full review on that soon. But L'air du désert marocain, the number 2, is still such an amazing fragrance. Another, dumb reach for me, even though this is a real sophisticated fragrance. I've worn this to work a few times, and it also suits, formal occasions. It's a great scent for summer, and it lasts. It gives so many different stages through the dry down. You have all those spices. It's crisp, it's fresh, yet it's warm with that amber, and of course that, you know, particular cumin note mixed in between. Oh man, this is a masterpiece. This is just amazing. So I wouldn't really want to live without a bottle of L'air du désert marocain. Guys, going on to number 4 in this list. This is a fragrance that I wouldn't really wear all that much, but it's just so spectacular as a creation that is just it's just unbelievable to ever be without some Amouage Interlude. This fragrance is probably one of, you know, a few powerhouses in my collection, and I consider powerhouses to be fragrances that last 24 hours or more, and this one is just like More Than Words, one of those few powerhouses in my collection. This is like burning woods and incense, and it has like that beautiful oregano note. It's spicy, but it also has a beautiful amber under in between. It's so it's warm, and it's, you know, really cold and at the same time, not because of a fresh kind of note, but because it is so, it's so weird, you know. It's definitely a winter fragrance, but because of the combination of notes, I can imagine some people might have a very, you know, scary feeling towards it, because it is very unique, and it's just so incredibly well done on its own, in its own way. Interlude Man by Amouage, one of the 10 fragrances that I wouldn't really want to live without. So number 5 on my list, and this is a fragrance that it's so amazing. I always get a certain feeling of relaxation when I wear it, and it is just so comforting. It is a masterpiece. However, in its current formulation, it has been reformulated to pure shit, guys. I'm really disappointed with some of these fragrance houses that do these type of reformulations. It feels like they're all about the money and, you know, nothing else. It was a great fragrance once upon a time, back in the day. La Nuit de l'Homme had great performance, and it smelled amazing. Nowadays, unfortunately, it doesn't really perform, and, you know, that particular coumarin lavender combination was really strong, and they kind of made a mess of it. I'm not sure what they did, but it's unfortunate. This is actually my backup bottle. I have a 100 ml that is running almost halfway there. La Nuit de l'Homme is amazing. I wear this one a lot to bed and just, you know, casual around the house. Going on to number 6, guys. This is a fragrance that in the summertime I reach for this a lot, and it's just, you know, one of the best fragrances ever created by this fragrance nose, Jean-Claude Helena. I have done a complete video on this on my channel, so check it out if you're interested in this fragrance by Hermès Terre d'Hermès. This is the Eau de Toilette. I know there's an Eau de Parfum. It's a little bit different, you also have an Eau Fraiche. That one is completely different. So if you're interested in what I'm about to tell you, look for the EDT or the EDP. You know, some sort of orange peel, vetiver kind of fragrance, which is extremely well done. It feels so simple, but it's so pleasant to wear, and it has a lot of ISO E Super. I know that's not the most expensive, exclusive molecule in fragrances, but it makes it project like a beast. So in the summer months, when fragrances tend to fleet a little bit more because you sweat and the heat kind of makes the fragrance evaporate more quickly, ISOE Super makes a fragrance stick and perform longer. And the pure feeling when I wear Terre d'Hermès is something that I can't completely describe. It feels like this fragrance becomes one with me. It smells like pure masculine refinement of some sort, and it feels very exclusive to me. So that's it, my number 6. Let's go ahead and show you my 7th in this list. Another fragrance that is truly stunning, and it will always remain, you know, the king of Yves Saint Laurent. It will always be the number 1 creation by Yves Saint Laurent, at least in my opinion. This is, of course, Kouros. Released in the 80s, this was a total game changer. This was a fragrance that, you know, only alpha male, you know, thug, you know, rugged kind of, like I said, alpha male gentlemen want to wear. It's not a really refined gentleman kind of scent, which is, you know, calm and relaxing. This is a fragrance to make a statement. So it was truly unique back then, but even today in 2017, there's only a couple of fragrances that I would, you know, come up with that have this same kind of experience than Yves Saint Laurent's Kouros. It is pure, it's a dominant fragrance. It will perform throughout the day, even in its current formulation. It got a little bit soapier, and this one has more of that oak moss and that civet note. It's so extremely powerful, and it has so much masculinity around it. Like I said, I keep repeating this, but this is pure alpha male stuff. And this is another fragrance. I don't reach for it a lot, but when I wear it, I feel great. So I want to have this in my collection, even if I would have to slim down to only 10. Number 8 on my top 10 is another fragrance by Xerjoff, and this one is a recent purchase for me, but I have grown to love it in such a short while that I really feel, you know, convinced of this experience to last with me through eternity. This is none other than Zefiro. Zefiro is a fragrance that has certain elements of La Nuit de l'Homme, and it also has elements of, you know, spicier, smokier fragrance. It has definitely that coumarin note. It has incense. It has some I don't know, some cinnamon, some spices, and it feels extremely versatile in my opinion. It is one of a few fragrances in this list that I would be able to wear throughout the year and also for every occasion. I wore this to work, and I got the impression people kind of liked it, and it also made some kind of statement. So it is a very masculine fragrance, and it feels very, very comfortable for me to wear. It was actually hard deciding between Naxos and Zefiro, because Naxos has that really, you know, comforting, gentleman-like, cozy, romantic thing going on. But I have more of a, you know, growing love for Zefiro than for Naxos, and I don't really know why, but maybe it's because my next one is really you know, as along with La Nuit de l'Homme, my next one is really hitting that comforting, sweet, relaxing mood kind of a scent that rather than Naxos does. But Zefiro, definitely amazing and one of the best by this house. Do check it out if you're looking for something spicy incense, but really you will have no regrets looking into it. It's amazing. So my next one, it's not the most groundbreaking scent. It's not the most multi-dimensional scent. It's pretty linear. It doesn't have 300 notes in there, and it's okay. It's perfectly fine because the way they have created it is just perfect. It's a fragrance that is filling my sweet spot. It's a gourmand. I did a full review on it. By now you already know it. Sorriso by Profumum Roma. Great powerhouse of a fragrance, and I just love to wear this casual. You know, whenever I don't feel too good and I want something comforting, I reach for this chocolatey gourmand with vanilla, and oh man, this is amazing. This is everything people wanted you to believe about Dior Intense minus the iris. I don't get chocolate in Dior Intense. I never have and I never will. And this one actually does have a clear, milky, creamy chocolate note with vanilla, and wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. Look into it. Stunning scent. And next is my 10th fragrance in this list, and I already talked about it a few times, so I'm not going to go into detail, but this is Al-Khatt by Xerjoff. And Al-Khatt is one of these fragrances that give me a one-of-a-kind experience. Again, this is a fragrance that, you know, that screams sophistication. Oud, jasmine, amazing. So guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this list. Do you have any questions about one of these fragrances? Talk to me in the comment section. As usual, thank you for watching. I'm glad you stick around my channel, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.